Have you ever noticed that you get sick after a really big event or a big change? Well, this literally is happening to me right now. So I want to share with you the changes and why I think I'm sick. Hi everybody, I'm Michelle Carre and welcome to Your Delicious Life, where each week we take a look at life from a different perspective and either learn something new or get reminded of something that we already knew. This week's episode is called 2 Decisions and 1 Cold. Now, in the intro, I alluded to the fact that I am currently sick and it's right on the heels of 2 big changes for me. So I wanted to dig into that with you this week. This week, I relaunched my online course, Create the Life That You Envision. Now, in preparing for this, I made 2 big decisions that shifted my approach for the course and my business. And the first one was to redo all of the videos in the online course. Now, I had great videos before. They were professionally filmed and edited. They were awesome. But one of the other decisions I made was to not do the in-person workshop and instead just offer the online course. So because of that, I wanted to make the videos more in depth. I wanted to really dig into things like we would in the in-person workshop. Although I wasn't physically face-to-face with you, I wanted you to feel like I was there with you and I was guiding you along in this process. So, for example, in the module when we do our statements of intent, I wanted to dig into each of the areas of life. I didn't want to just brush over the general idea and say, okay, go do it. I wanted to actually give you examples for each area of life, ask you questions so that you could really start thinking about how you define success for yourself. In the past, I've opened the course up at specific times of the year, and I've also done things like offer weekly coaching calls. And as with any decisions we make, it's a great idea to step back and think, okay, is this still a fit for me? And you know what? When I looked at it, I realized, no, this isn't a fit for me. I have to change how I'm offering the course. So the other big decision that I've made is to have the course available all of the time. So no matter when you want to buy into it, you can do it anytime. You don't have to wait for a specific time of year or specific launch date because I've made that decision. Now, as with any decision, there's a lot of thought that goes into this. There's a lot of different angles to look at it from, but ultimately, this is the most in line with my definition of success and how I feel I can best serve you as my clients. Great, so I've made these decisions. Now it's time to get to work. So I spent the summer kind of preparing the videos, preparing my notes so that I knew what I wanted to say and what I wanted to teach to you during these new videos. Spent a day filming, which was basically a day of getting the dog to stop snoring while I was filming, just like I'm doing right now. And then, of course, the editing. Oh, the editing. My favorite part. Hate the editing. And then, of course, updating the website so it is accessible all year round and just making sure it's a good client experience. So a lot of work goes into it, and I'd set this goal to relaunch on October 1st. So by the time I got to the 28th of September and was doing the final touches on everything, I was pooped. And then I got sick. Let's be honest, my kids just went back to school, so part of the reason I'm sick is definitely because they are little germ factories spreading all their grossness all over the place. But one of the reasons that I think I'm sick is that when we make these big changes and big decisions and we're doing this kind of work, it is exhausting. And I think sometimes our bodies kind of take over and say, you know what, it's time to take a break. And they force you to slow down. Our body forces us to take a beat, to take a minute, to just sit and watch movies all day and not do anything else because we really do need to rest. I also believe that when we forge a new path or even create more clarity on a path that we're already on, we need to shed what we no longer need. Now, For me, that was maybe taking down a couple of pages on the website or deleting the old videos. But sometimes it can be just getting rid of what we no longer need in our lives, physically or mentally. And sometimes I think our bodies do the same, where it says, you know what, we need to just get rid of some gunk that's been collecting inside, and maybe you need a cold to get rid of all of this stuff. Now, I mean, this is philosophical and whatnot, but I do think there's some truth to that. Sometimes when I'm sneezing and all the boogers are coming out, I'm thinking, that's the old system. It's going out of my body, mind, and soul. Bit gross, but hey, it's out of there nonetheless. If you've made changes recently, or you've just finished a big project and now you find yourself searching for the cold medicine in the bathroom drawer and walking around with Kleenexes, dabbing your nose, take that as a sign to take a breath, to shed the old and be open and ready for the next chapter that you have, whatever that might be. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my plug nose voice. If you are interested in the online course, like I said, it's launched, it's ready, it's waiting for you, and I'm so excited about it because I really think it's a course that can help set you up for success in your entire life. Not just business, not just personal, not just health, all areas of life. We really take a look at everything and help you create a plan so that you're doing the things every day, every week, and every month that are meaningful to you, and you're living your definition of success. So come and check out the course and have a great week. Take care, everybody.